And we are live, everyone. Welcome. My name is Trent, aka TD, and I'm joined by the one and only Joe J to the Izzo. We gotta put our banners up, bro. What's good?
What up?
There we go. Hold on, I gotta change my name to something funnier than that. Put it back to technical deviant. All right. There we go. And this is the AI show, and we got a lot of stuff for you today, right? Ain't that right, Joe?
That's right. That's right. Hey,
I had a pretty eventful week with AI. I learned a bunch, and I had epiphanies that I were kind of stupid. Like I didn't realize I could do things that I could do with AI, making my workflow easier, making my productivity faster and better. And I'm going to show you what those were. But why don't you get us started, Joe? You want to talk about something with Midjourney, I think, right?
Yeah. Let's talk about that. Let me pull up some.
So Midjourney is the one that is it still Discord only?
No, not only that. I think Discord's going to be pretty soon out of. I think it'll probably still work for a while, but ultimately it'll be gone from Discord. They're now allowing anybody at any level to go onto the website.
Because last time I looked, I couldn't get in there.
Well, you should be able to now.
I'll have to check it out, man.
Yeah. So they have done quite a few things. So let me share my screen. Well, real quick, I should mention a couple of things as far as image generation goes. I still think Midjourney is the best right now. It's easy to use, etc. Flux is really up there, and there's also a new contender that's in the mix, and that is there's a dude I follow. I recommend anybody who's listening and follow as well. His name's Javi Lopez, Javi Javi Lopez.
That doesn't sound like that could be too many people named that, right?
Yeah, he's the guy who created Magnific, which is him and just one other dude created this thing. It's my favorite upscaler. It's super high quality. They kept Magnific, but they sold the I guess the rights or it's part of the software to FreePick. And
okay, yeah, I've used FreePick.
Okay, so now FreePick uses their upscaler within it, so that kicked FreePick up a super great level. And then they're working with them, and they have this new model called Mystic, which I haven't got the beta for yet, but I will soon, and I can show that off another time. But those are kind of the top three right now.
Oh, so this is just open now, right? And it's giving me what? 25 free images remaining in your trial. Nice. Very nice.
Yeah. And so actually, yeah, the free trials are back.
Last time we went to this on the stream, like it was like, no, go away, go get something. So yeah, that's baller.
Yep. Yeah, so this is a good one. What's up, Jam? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on, bud? Hey. All right, yourself?
Man, doing good.
So I'm on midjourney.com/imagine. It takes me to the create tab. And so I want to imagine, and okay, go ahead. You keep talking. I'm going to see how good this does. Whatever it is that I want it to do.
Yeah, I was just going to show the editing capability. So they added this thing in here now that allows you to edit. And then as far as yours goes too, you should always, on the website here, there's some sliders to the right. It's like the settings. So you want to click those and make sure you're asking it for what you want before you ask it. Now it's pretty cool because you can kind of adjust, and like, let's say you got something, a square 1-to-1 ratio, and you're like, I don't want a square. I wanted it to be, 16 by 9, 9 by 16, whatever, for video, etc. You can actually change it now in here, which you couldn't do before. So it's not as a big of a deal, but up on the right where you're typing in the prompt, there's the slider thing, and that allows you to change all kinds of stuff right there. So you kind of want to, experiment with that, find out what you like. Obviously, if you're going for more artsy stuff and you're just fooling around, like variety, if you kick up variety, you'll get four completely different images, right? If you keep it low, they'll all be like slight variations of the kind of basic image that it gives you. You got weird.
And so now if I say, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Are those 4 going to drop me to 21 or 24? Because it's only 1, but it's with variations. I guess I'm going to have to find out. Can I optimize this prompt?
I'm a little confused on what you're asking. I'm sorry.
Right, so it says I have 23. We'll find out here in a second when I hit enter. So never mind. It was a dumb question. Can I optimize this prompt at all?
Not in here, but there's plenty of, you can use any other.
What does giving it the picture do? I gave it a picture, but it didn't really tell me what it did.
Okay, so what? It depends. So basically it's going to use that as like a reference is what you did when you click the thing right there. Like when you used to be on Discord, you used to have to put --sref and then post the link to the picture. But with this website here, it's made it a lot easier.
So like, I kind of like this one.
I kind of like that one too.
And I like what it is because, it's 3-dimensional, right? And so now what do? I just download it, or can we get variations of this?
So what I recommend in Midjourney all the time is before you're going to download it, you want to upscale it. And down here in the bottom right of your image here,
okay,
you've got 2 types of upscale. You have subtle and you have creative. And I usually tend to hit both, but I wouldn't do that for you because you're limited credits or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So unless you're like
so use image.
So when you click on use image, go ahead and do that. It just will pop that same image in there, and then now you can adjust different stuff. You can take that out. You can choose the style or the prompt down there. So
this never actually didn't even move yet. So now what do I do? So vary subtle.
I think that it did move, but that -25 thing.
Oh, approximately. Gotcha.
I think what it's saying is that's what it's going to cost you each time. So you're going to get 25 credits taken away. I'm not really sure.
No, you have approximately 23 images remaining in your trial. Okay.
That's what it is.
So change it to 3. All right. So now what do I do?
So now you're going to close this, hit that X right next to imagine. And then
they're already here.
Yeah.
I was making them the whole time. I didn't know that.
So so that's the upscaled version. So if you're going to download, this would be the one you download, and it's just right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then for someone like you, I'm not sure if this will work, but it used to be where you could go in and rank pairs to get more image, like more.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And I think that's under tasks right there on the left.
Yeah, let me look.
But I'm not 100% sure.
An extra fast hour.
Yeah. And so like if you think about that, see, it's weird for you because they've got it actually in images for you. Like I said, you had 25 images, right? Oh, yeah. You got a bunch of tokens in Leonardo.
Yeah, don't look at that. Yeah, that's from that. That's from thanks to you, but that's from the What the hell was that thing that you had me enter? I told everybody about it. I posted all the links. I'm like, yo, everybody do this. It was Project Odyssey. That's what it was.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody should have did it. I don't know why they didn't, but it's whatever.
Yeah. I like Leonardo. I haven't been very good about using it. I know they've been doing.
I use it because of all the credits that I have. I mean, it's gonna be a minute before I run out of them. And I found that you have to use a lot. At least I do.
It's doing good stuff now, and the text has been getting way better. Okay, so I'm gonna try to show them off screen. And I'll get into the, what do you call it? Ting Yang. Where's this? Buddy Bose.
Jim, how you doing, man? What are you getting into? I think I have a new, and I'll show you here in a bit when I get into it. I think I have another new way to teach these AIs, and it's I think it's more concise, and I don't know. I wish there was a resource that I could go to that somebody could just say like, hey, this is the best, and here's why.
I mean, that's the plan here in 2 weeks when I'm getting on and set up. I'll be able to tell you exactly how a dummy gets things to work, right?
So
those basic solutions.
Yeah, I hear you. I should get Trade Up to come on here and talk about his experience thus far. But he was ecstatic the other day because he told me that he's got it writing error free code pretty much like every prompt, and he's like got a nearly a complete application built completely with AI with no coding experience whatsoever. But also Trade Up super smart, and so that helps. But so are you, so we should have no problem.
Yeah, I see where you're going with it.
I had to say that.
Yeah. All right. I was smart at one time. There's a bunch of holes up there now.
Yeah, dude. Same. All right, Joe. What you got?
Oh, hey, man. Whenever you're ready to shift on over.
Share the screen. Yeah. Been ready there. Oh, snap.
Okay, I had to do the thing because I'm on a different browser, but
click that hide sharing, but hide on the stop sharing. Yeah.
There, get out of here. Okay. All right, so let's choose one of these.
76 degrees Fahrenheit. Where you're at? Fuck.
What's that?
Nothing. I was talking about how warm it is there.
Yeah, it's fucking still hot, man.
Oh shit! Looking like they would do some logo regeneration, right?
Yeah. So these.
Which one is this one? Oh, this is Midjourney Alpha.
Yeah, this is Midjourney. I've been liking these. So then here's something like once you're in this thing and these.
How come did you use this to do? No, I don't see it anywhere. How come you didn't use this for what I asked you for?
Partially I did while we were working. So like, see these right here.
Oh no shit.
So these are the combinations of those.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
So, and are they but do they move? No, right? So you have to take them over to like a motion AI.
Yeah. So like for instance, take a look at this one. See this one right here?
Yeah.
So then I brought this one, and I think I'm on Windows, so I can just jump. So I brought this, or do you not want me to show this?
No, go for it. Fuck it. Who cares?
Okay. So I brought that one in. I got two different versions.
This is Craya, right? That you're on.
Yeah. So then here's that kind of like puddle scene jumps into that, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then there's other ones with the hole. So just doing like combinations of the what do you call it ones? I don't know why sometimes it makes it small like that. It's kind of annoying. This thing is
it was just this. It distorted the actual coin too much, so that I was like, eh. Oh, Craya is the flux, right?
The flux? No, flux is weird because flux is like almost like a model thing. So you can use it on replicate, you can use it on file. There's a few different ones, and basically you like kind of pay ahead.
Oh, so listen, this screen that I'm on, this is why I've never used this app. So this right here, like I don't know what to do here. I can't get this fucking guy's face off of this. How do I like? What do I do from this screen?
Here, I'll show you. I'll show you.
This was like the most frustrating thing because like no matter what I did, like the dude's face was always there.
Switch it back to mine again. Okay, so this is what you're talking about, right? It's as simple as this. You hit this.
Yeah, that wasn't there before. That's new.
No, it's there. You just it doesn't show up until you hover.
Okay, but it's still now that's still there. Why? Like I saw all the frames of it. Why?
So the frames are here, right? Because I haven't started a new one. But like for instance, so now I can.
Oh, if you just drop something in there.
Yeah. So now you can see all
that is not intuitive.
All my pop-ups.
Oh, yeah, right, so I can probably actually use this now that I know how to.
Decent. Yeah.
Cool.
Let's throw some weird head stuff in there. We'll get one going while we're doing.
So I wonder if I can get my goddamn vortex clouds here. Finally,
vortex clouds. This is only 4 seconds.
All I would need to do is give it like a few different images of the position of them, right? And it would figure out how to spin them. Do you think? All right, I'm gonna do it. Hold on.
I think Leonardo has a paintbrush now.
I tried that one and it didn't do it. It didn't make it look like how I wanted it to look.
69, man. Okay, let's do and run film. That's pretty good. Okay, we'll hit generate. There we go. We got our weird head girl into some puzzle pieces. Okay, so let's talk about Mid-Journey. Let's take this weird kid with this spaghetti tomato action here. And this is the new thing right here. So this down here, once you're on the big version of it, you know what, actually, let's upscale this. So let's work with a large version.
What is this? This is back to Mid-Journey? Okay, yeah.
So we're back to Mid-Journey. And I'm going to go up to the top for that upscale. I just was making some robots earlier. Okay, so here's my upscale. She looks really bad because she's only 31% done. Look at how frizzy her hair is.
That's just a random kid or somebody you know?
No, this is just some random kid. I basically have been teaching kids about AI.
All right, that's a good. Yeah, I was about to say.
I'll let them come up with words.
Yeah.
And the actual prompt, and then just like they're so amazed when this shit comes out. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
just like adults are too, but kids.
Shit, I was about to say. Yeah, I'm amazed.
Something's going on here though, where I can't. There's no more options. Here we go. Huh.
All right.
Okay, so let me go back. I don't know why. Apparently, you can only use the editor in the lower scaled ones. So let's try to do that in a non-upscaled one, which I'll do one of the 4th walls. Why not? Let's see. This one looks kind of cool. Okay. So now we've got editor here. So in editor, you can do quite a few things. This is what we talked about where I'm like, oh, I wanted it to be 16 by 9.
Yeah. So Photoshop also is really good at this.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
So
like really good.
Then I let's see, I got the undo buttons here. So I'm like, okay. So you can just click straight 16 by 9. I kind of don't like how it didn't put it dead center, but I do like how it has the pink line. So
the guidelines. Yeah.
Center.
Then now if you hit enter, it'll fill the rest in with the same background.
So now I can do whatever I want. I could hit it again and it'll probably fill it. Or I can say solid gold waterfall background. The old fat finger. Okay, let's see what happens with that. So that's one thing. So then you have erase right here and restore. So did I submit it? Oh, I did. Ooh, interesting. So it's working and I didn't realize it, kind of like you did, right?
Yeah.
So
We
now
need to work on that.
see, I can erase this, kind of allow it, and I'm sure I can
Isn't even
change my
close,
brush
bro. What are
size.
you
Yep.
doing?
I'm gonna change my brush size here. Some weird clippers. I'm in love with the clippers. Yeah. Let's see. All right. And we'll try to do this. We'll submit it and let's give me something other than solid gold. What kind of a waterfall makes no sense?
Well, I mean, a rainbow waterfall, right? Wouldn't that make no sense at all? Like, because you can't have
Your month, buddy. I'm not hating.
you can't
Here
have
we
a
go.
rainbow without a water, so you can't have a waterfall that's a rainbow.
That's true. I mean, it's those simple things in life that are super cool, right? Like when you got the rain, the like iridescence and the oil in the parking lot, or like when you're playing with the hose as a kid and the rainbow. Shit's magic, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. That's the
Okay, so let's see what we got. I'm gonna hit this one more time, and then okay, so then now we can close this. Ooh, so we got a downscale and upscale situation here. And then let's just try the restore real quick. So I'm like, oh, I want to add that. That's actually pretty awesome that you can do that as well.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is specific. I don't know. I'll say how it does because everything that you're doing so far. Oh, interesting. That's what it gave you
This is what it gave me. These are
for the 16.9s, right?
horrible. This is horrible. So this is my first time using this, and I'm really disappointed with these because this is the solid gold waterfall background, right?
Oh yeah.
But this is a really basic one. And we got those clean lines. That's okay. So that bugs me too because I erased all that stuff, right?
Right.
Remember?
Well, I
And
don't know. Did you erase it before it generated it? Because it looks
I
like some of
did,
those.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
I did. And so I don't know why.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. It was the last time you were in Photoshop, but they got the same like the Roto brush now that like After Effects has, and it's dope.
Yeah. Photoshop. The reason I really like the Photoshop one was because the reason I like the Photoshop one was because they didn't make you actually give it a word prompt.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, because I'll just fuck it up if I type in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird. It's
Like my
like
prompting's terrible.
it's
That's what I was
funny
saying.
too because every AI is different. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna fully get rid of this, and I'm gonna type mushrooms. Why not?
I never meant to give you mushrooms. Oh, we got to turn the background tunes on, by the way.
All right, and so that definitely should fill this in. I'm still not sure why the other one didn't fill in. Not what I want to do. Let's do this. I think I figured out. No, I still don't know why that it wasn't filling in this area, right? You know what I mean? Let me try to do this again, and then because now there should be two areas on either side. So
Yeah.
go to the top, go to organize.
So I'm not getting really cool results over here with but we'll see how this goes.
See, I must be doing something wrong because I'm getting like no results on the erase factor. Okay, this added this in. But still nothing on the erase. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong with the erase, but I'm clearly doing something wrong. Mm-mm.
I think I'm gonna try something here with Photoshop art. So I settled on this one here, and then so now I'm gonna use this here. I think we're done here. Never mind. Let me go back to Joe for a second while I figure it out how to do this.
Yeah, I'm still trying to do this erase thing, but it's not turning out well. It's kind of disappointing. Yeah. That's ending that. Let's try this. And then hit submit. Back. Close this.
Oh shit.
Basically, all this in.
All right, here we go. Check this out.
Okay.
All right, so I think, yeah, here we go. So you got the new like the roto tool, or so I can either just take this out and it should, if I color on it, yeah, so it'll fill the rest in, and then I can just take it out. Then I deselect it, and then yeah, like I just want it to be just this box. And so I think I can now hit, let me delete it first, and then we'll do generative fill, and we'll see what it fills in, right? Because it'll see what it thinks. I might have to go up a little bit higher on it, because it's probably going to just put the same thing back. Yeah, so it gave me feedback again. And it was a good call out about the 3, right? Because I hadn't noticed that, but I don't know how to get rid of it other than delete it either. I don't know if you know a way, right? So
what were you asking? What are you trying to do?
How do you, what, like if you don't like the generative layer, how do you, I just delete it. Is that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, that's the easiest way because it's cluttered and unnecessary. But you can say generate again and it'll all be on the same layer.
Oh, really? Where did you see that at? All right, so that's garbage.
When you see to the right there, there's those options right there.
Oh, over here?
Yeah,
no shit.
Click that again, then there'll be a whole new set.
Yeah.
Then actually, like within that thing, you can hover over them and you can delete them physically.
Yeah, I did that. All right, so this isn't even all that great, but we'll just take this for now. What I'll do is I'll make sure that it knows that I want it in a perfectly straight, rounded off corner. So now I'll delete that. This angle's a little off.
Oh,
but
sorry.
I'm fairly certain that now, yeah, now if I go here and I just like fix what I feel like is the perspective and whatnot, it should do it. Trying to fill generate. We'll see what it does. I feel like it remembers what the picture looks like too sometimes. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like it tries to put the same shit back.
Yeah. The other thing too that I would say is really helpful with this for Photoshop.
Yeah, this is garbage, and it's because we're on stream.
Is you want to keep part of the image in the selection. So you don't want to just have all of the empty area selected because it can't figure out how to match it. It needs to have part of the actual.
So that's what I disagree, because I feel like that's what I was so impressed with. It's just not doing it here. But like I was completely just deleting. What do you mean by like the part of the image on the canvas or the part of the image selected?
if you're trying to, yeah, so like you're trying to fill the exterior, right? But you want to, in the selection, include all the exterior, but then add some of the actual clock.
All right,
in it
so
as
let's try
well.
it like this, like where I'm just like clearly defining the boundaries of where I want AI generated, right? And you're saying just include some of this here, like that. And we'll just make this our path. And then we'll go generative fill and generate. And then so that should fill that bottom part out perfectly. But it doesn't give me a floor again, which actually isn't bad, because now if I were to merge these layers and say remove background, I feel like it would take that out.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're just trying to extend the actual clock itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I would say I would add some direction, right? Since you want to do that, I would add whatever
by prompting it.
Yeah, I would
That'll
prompt it.
fuck things up, I think. Let's see what it does. Yeah, so I got most of it. I could just probably come in here and get the rest myself.
Time cube.
For the most part. All right, so what I'm going to do next is probably some technical shit. So why don't you got a more Midjourney or art stuff to show us?
Yeah. Let me go back.
Go get it.
I'm back right here.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna watch this with everybody, and then I'll try it again, because this thing, it's showing.
Today I want to show you Midjourney's new editor feature.
You hear that?
As always, type your prompt into the Imagine bar and press Enter to submit. Open the image that you want to change and select the editor. Suppose I want to give this falcon a top hat. We'll start by adding this to the prompt.
So fancy.
Next, we'll select the portion of the image that should be regenerated. We'll do this by erasing parts of the original image. When you're doing this, always err on the side of erasing more rather than less. It gives Midjourney a little more to work with. There's just one problem. There's not quite enough space for Midjourney to generate a top hat. We'll fix this by making the canvas taller and giving Midjourney a little more room to generate. We'll hit Submit to generate a new image. We'll close the editor and see our results. Now you can see
it seemed to work fine for Homeboy. You know what I mean?
We hope you have a lot of fun with the editor, and it expands what you can do with Midjourney.
Okay, so let's try it again. And maybe I'll take a much more simple thing. Maybe it's partially because these are just these wacky psychedelic funnel things.
Yeah.
Let's give this guy some blue eyes. Okay, so here's something else I noticed. The upscales don't have an option. So I think you can only do the editing at this point in what do you call it? And this is something you should probably know too. So when you go over here to organize, this is like all of your images, and then you could go to like grids. So for grids, it's going to be all stuff that I haven't upscaled, or it will include stuff that I even upscaled. But let's see, there's all those grids. Chihuahua Taco, that was from last week. Let's do a little Chihuahua Taco action. How's this one look? Can I edit? Yeah, edit. Looks like it's like blurred out. This is like a shitty image, actually. Let me get a good one. Okay, editor. Okay, let me make that high. What should we give this guy? Should I make this taco clear?
Put a beer in front of him.
Huh?
Put a Corona in front of him.
Oh, nice. Okay, perfect. And we'll put it right here.
How's I crack a beer?
He definitely wants some Modelo, bro.
Jam, feel free to just to join in with anything, interrupt. I feel like I don't know what I feel like.
I second the Modelo over.
TD's I'll never mind.
Yeah.
With an ice cold Modelo.
I'm just struggling a little bit. I'm trying to watch.
Yeah.
I've got
All
you
good,
on
all good.
An old laptop here that's slow.
All right. While you're doing that, Joe, that's working. I'm gonna steal it back and then just kind of show people. Well, you know what? I don't know it well enough, and so let me fire up Blender. Let me just show y'all what I did on this last week. I did it in 24 hours. I got to fire up Blender though. So I don't know if y'all know this, but all of your if you use Photoshop, Illustrator, all of the Adobe apps, including Acrobat, which I use today, they all have the ability to run scripts, right? And if you didn't know this, now you do. And what does this mean? Well, you can do just about everything, to my knowledge, at least with Blender. I've been proving this with Photoshop, but we're about to find out because I'm going to put an AI to the test right now, right? So I'm going to go with Claude because I just find that Claude is a better coder. And I'm going to say, write me a script for Photoshop. And then Joe, tell me what we want to do here. I want to do something to this image. What should we do to it?
Let's put it in a time warp.
I don't even know what that means.
Okay, if you don't know, then AI won't know. Let's put it in a jar of jam.
Can we? I'm sorry. Can we? I don't know if it's going to know how to do that. I don't know that the AI of Photoshop can do that yet. Like, give me like a hue adjustment or something like that's more like Photoshop centric. Like actually, never mind. Here, I got an idea. Let me just put here. I'll just remove the background. Write me a script for Photoshop that removes the background of an image. So that should be good, right? I think this should work. Certainly, I can help it. Photoshop's built-in remove background feature, which is available. So like, let's say that like it's not this simplistic and it was something a little bit more like what Joe was saying. Because I don't know if it can do that yet. I would probably test it. I guess we could test it, right? We'll see how this works. So what this does is, Photoshop is in JavaScript, but specifically JSX. And once you get this script here, all you have to do is very simple. If you have Notepad or Notepad++ is what I would probably suggest. All you do is paste it into there. Let me just move that over. So I'm going to just take this, copy it, Notepad++, paste it, file, save as, and then I'll put it right on my desktop. We'll change it to all types. And then we'll just call it remove background.jsx and then hit enter. Go back to Photoshop, go down to File, Scripts, and then Browse. And then if I'm not mistaken, as soon as I load this up, what are you talking about, 22.0? What version am I on? Like, how's this not the latest? What are you talking about? Claude might have fucked me up here.
Talking about what is
Let me open up my Creative, like this Creative Cloud. Like, I don't feel like that you ever have an out-of-date version, but I could be wrong. Anyway, Blender has the same functionality, but with Python. In fact, Blender has an entire scripting tab, right? And if you click on new here, so let me just try this. Okay, go back to Claude, and we'll say, write me a script for Blender that creates a model of a Chihuahua. I can't spell that, so we'll just say dog. Right, and we'll see what it comes up with here.
Yo quiero spelling lesson.
Right, and so now it's going to drop me out my Blender Python, right? It's going to tell me what to do. So it clears existing objects from the scene, creates the body using a scaled UV sphere, adds a head, creates the snout, added 2 ears, creates 4 legs, adds a tail, joins all objects, applies smooth. So like this is actually teaching me how I would do shit right now, to be honest with you, because I didn't know that that's the steps that you would take. And then it tells you exactly how to do it. Open Blender, switch to the scripting, copy and paste it into the text editor. It doesn't tell you to click new there. That's important, right? Because when you click on scripting, you do have to click on new text. But then when I paste it, I can just click this play button here, and we have a pig. Not a dog, but it's, you know what we have? Maybe it is. I mean, for it not, yeah, like that's not terrible. Like this would give you the start, because like if I've seen people work in Blender with like the clay molding tools, and this is definitely how they all get started, like with a very basic like shape of what they're trying to create, and then they would go in, like then they go in and they move shit around like with the clay molding or whatever. A dog was probably a bad example. I bet you if I gave it something that was like strictly symmetrical shapes, it would have done a better job. But the point of this is like I made this in Blender in 10 seconds by prompting AI. And I think that's incredible, right?
You know what would be cool is if you put the image of that into either the links thing or in one of the things, so people could kind of try it whenever they get a chance.
Say that again.
If you could put it in the server somewhere.
Yeah.
Like I don't have time to try it myself right now, but I would like to try it. And
the code for it. And let me get something cooler here. Like what do we want? Let's take let's just do a couch, because I'm sure there's going to be lots of free couches. Like it was out on somebody's curb, right? I'm going to find a Blender file, which this is one, right? So we'll just take this one and we'll download this free Blender file. And while that's downloading, let me see if I can't find the one that don't save it. So like this was a coin that a spinning coin. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, there we go. Right. So like I had this skinned and it's animated. I think I can play it, right? Hold on. Yeah. Right. So it's like the very typical like spinning coin that we've all seen on NFTs or somewhere. But and it's like it looks a little grainy and shit because it's just not fully rendered yet. But I did all of this with prompts and not actually having to code or do anything in Blender, because it's like Blender is super complex with like little menus everywhere, and there's so much to know about it. And I feel like it would have taken me a really long time to do this otherwise, but I did it all with the scripting. It didn't come out good enough for me to actually use it. I forget where the final product is, but and also I did it in less than a day, right? I feel like that's good for not knowing Blender, right? Like, how do you get better than that? Am I right?
Yeah, for one
I
day
got my
not knowing
couch.
Blender, that's amazing. So I'm not. I mean, I don't know. I'm not too impressed with this Midjourney editor, honestly. Kind of surprised. Like usually everything they put out is just like just amazing, great. Surprised this isn't.
Yeah, I think I gotta extract my file first. I can download my couch. I'm gonna go extract it in my folder, and then I'm gonna go to it in Blender. Oops. I'm gonna open this, and this should give me a couch. Yeah. All right. So there. Oh, and look, like so, I always see these balls. Let me know what these balls here are for. I always see them. I feel like I asked about it, but I still didn't understand the answer. I think it's supposed to. Yeah. Look at
Color
that.
selectors.
Like how neat is that, right? Okay, and so now what I can do, right? I can take this like this, and here, let me take a full screenshot, right, of this, and I can do something like, so ChatGPT could probably do this also. So I'm not using all my cloud. I can just paste that in there, and I can say, write me a Python script that changes the couch's texture to leather. And then I think, I don't know if this is accurate or not, but let me go see what I have. If I can use these here, I think I can, but I'm not sure. So this is Adobe's. Yeah, let me see. Can I download this? What my options are. I don't know if it's like specific, like these SBAR files, Substance Archive. I don't know. We're about to find out. Because I'm going to give this a ChatGPT. I'm going to ask it if it can make that a leather couch. I have no idea if this is going to work or not.
All right. A little excitement in our lives.
Yeah, blackleather.sbar. Okay, polishment changes the couch's textures to leather. I've included an .sbar texture for reference. Read Python script for Blender. Okay, let's see how that does. Now, it might tell me like, hey, dummy, this is only for Adobe. Hold on, what did it say? The script uses the Substance plugin. Oh, shit, to handle the SBAR file. See, I didn't even know that. Now I know that there's a Substance plugin that I need. First, make sure you have the Substance 3D add-on installed in Blender. If not, you can install it from Blender's preferences. Add-ons. And what do I got to look for? Substance, it said? That's not it. Okay. So I don't have it. So tell me how to get it. I don't have the Substance add-on. Where do I get it? Don't tell me it costs something. I'll be upset. All right. I think luckily we do. So let me go over here. All right. So I guess bar apparently is an Adobe thing, like maybe I thought. Here we go, though. Download the plugin. Sweet. We're in good shape. I don't know how to add a plugin. Install from disk, maybe. it's great that we're like none of this is tested, and I'm doing this for the first time on stream. I'd imagine this probably needs to be extracted. All right, let me see what happens when I give it this path here. See, I don't know. Let me just ask it. I have the plugin or the add-on. Do I extract it? Folder. I didn't need to curse there. That's just superfluous. Do not extract add-on. I thought maybe I didn't have to. Add-ons. All right. I could probably just back out. Step here then, right? And then that's a folder, so we need to find the file. There's a lot in my downloads folder. There we go. Oh, snap. Okay, there we go. So now we got it. All right. Baller. Now I'll come back over here, and all I needed to do was this, right? That's what it said. Let me ask it. How do I know what my S bar path is? It's in my downloads folder still. So I'm just going to run this just to see what happens. And so I got an error add-on, no module name, substance 3D Blender integration. Right, so that's not right. And I think it named it the wrong thing. I feel like that wasn't the name of it, was it? Oh, I need integration tools too. I didn't know that. Where's Blender at? All right, we're probably too far in the weeds here. Joe, if you want to. It's giving me this weird error a minute.
Always wanna.
Please download install integration tools, a separate module. Okay, so let me just Google that or ask it. AI. So he's an idiot. That's not what I need. Oh, yeah, I can show you something else here. This would eventually work. I would dick around with this until I finally get it right, and then it would change it to leather. I can't believe I'm Googling something. This feels weird.
You're not using the OpenAI search yet.
The what?
They're doing a search now.
Where's that at?
It's OpenAI, bro.
Where at?
I haven't used it. You're a paid user. You know what's hilarious here? You're gonna have to Google the OpenAI sound and do the OpenAI sound.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Man.
Chat about. All right. Learn more. Yeah, I want this. Oh shit. Now available now on Mac OS. You fucking cunt. Right. So here's what I'm gonna have done here pretty soon. Right. So because I know that it can be done. I've seen it work with Copilot, which is Microsoft. What happens when I click this? Does it give me a stupid? It does. Man, why would they do this to
the
me?
Mac.
That's so stupid.
I mean, you can really kind of tell, right? Like who's going after who. Because OpenAI is very front-facing for just your average person, like the Apple user, everybody in the world that's got an iPhone. You know what I mean? That's who.
Yeah, it looks like I probably did something wrong by going the route that I did, right? So, yeah, Blender, you can do all kinds of shit, but don't try to use Adobe Substance textures. It won't work unless you have the add-on. Just change the texture without the stupid this part. Wow, I want leather. See, the thing is I probably could open up Adobe Painter. No. I'm not doing shit. I think I said I want to work. Are you kidding me? There we go. We'll see if this works. And then I'll show you like my latest method for training an AI. And Jam, I fucking quickly too, bro. Like within like 2 hours, I got the data. I converted it to a way that I felt like the GPT, which I use Claude because Chat GPT just kept giving me wrong stuff. Then I switched to Claude projects, and I'll show you the whole process. And I think I have a like good code. I had to correct a lot of it, but I knew how to correct it, so that wasn't an issue, and I could teach it to use what I corrected every time, every iteration after that. And I don't know, it's just exciting because I think that I've got it figured out. All right, so it ran it, and so now we can go to. I think I'm just gonna go. I just get a Z here, then I go rendered, right? And maybe not. Okay, I don't know what I did wrong here. It's about. Let me show you the other shit. This works, I swear. I skinned that whole going scripts for Photoshop, scripts for Illustrator. All of Adobe's products have scripts. In fact, every app, desktop app, probably has that functionality. All right, so like again, what we were looking at is like technical documentation, right? Because that's how we teach our AIs things that it doesn't know. And so I was in the Puck editor, right? And so I went to the docs, and the docs are pretty extensive, right? And so I went to AI and I said, write me a script that takes screenshots of. Oh no, that scrapes a link, right? Because I was using Lusher for this before. I was like, you know what? Like I can just do this myself, right? And so I got a script that scraped all of my URLs, and that's right here, and that outputs to scraped URLs.json. And so when we go there, we look at that, we see that I got all of the same links, right? So I got all the links, all of the hyperlinks, that, which is a lot, but if you look at these, you can see that there's a structure to them, and that like the actual documentation itself, it's very easy to see. If you were like, it's literally all this right here, right? So then I took all of this and I said to AI again, write me a script that takes a screen capture of a list of an array of URLs. And so I threw all of them over here into an array, right? I had to add, puckeditor.com in front of it, HTTPS. And then I ran this, and then sure enough, it gave me back all these screenshots, right? But if you notice, so there's PDFs next to them, right? What I did next was I asked it for like how I could do OCR, right? Because I know Acrobat can do it, but it gave me a Python script. And
OCR is the
optical
text
character recognition. Yeah. Right. So it just recognizes like letters to be letters or characters or whatever. And so no, that's not it. The next step that I took was saving. Let me see if I can open it. What did I call it? I don't know where the Python files are at, but I can look it up by just changing this to Python.
What are we listening to, by the way?
OCR images.py, Westworld.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I don't know if you would have to install Python, but it's not hard to do. Like it's very. In fact, AI would tell you exactly what to do, and then you needed to. Like it knew where this tesseract. So this is what actually does the OCR. Just pasted it in here. I had to change maybe one or two things, like directories of where files were at. Save it, and then I just opened up my terminal and I ran the command that it said. So like the file is on my desktop, so I just ran the Python command right here, and it ran. And then what it gave me back was a PDF for each one, right? But also a combined output PDF. At which point I then opened it up, that combined in Acrobat, and then Acrobat did a thing also, right? So when I loaded it into Acrobat, it was like, I recognize text here. Do you want to make it like searchable and editable? Which I thought I'd already done, but I let this do it as well. And so like now you can, you can like fully highlight it and whatnot, right? And then I exported this as the documentation, and then I went over to Claude and its projects, and I created a new project, and in here I gave it the documentation, and then I also had a working example code, and I told it my naming convention like it is like represents the file folder structure of the project, but like here's and most frameworks or whatever would have like an example. So I just loaded up like each file that was relevant. I put it in there, and we went and we built an app, man. And like I can't say for certain that it works, but I've only used 2% of my knowledge so far, and it has all of the docs, has access to all of the docs. It has an example. So the things that I could do next I would load more code into here. I would load more conversations from like
so
forums.
Let me break in here for like
yeah, go.
Some guy questioning, because I'm lost as F at this point.
Oh, are you?
So this app, right, does what? Let's start with that. What is this Puck editor integration with Next.js? What's like in one sentence, what does it do?
let me just show you in the demo, right? So I click on demo. So it'll take your website and your Next.js website and turn it into a visual builder, right? And then you can
like a Wix or like
exactly. Yep.
Okay.
So like if I put this here, now I have columns, right? And then I could say like I want to put text in this one and text in this one. Oh shit, I missed that one. Right.
So you're basically making your own build.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But these are going to like this is for the profile, for like the user profiles for the NMTG site. That's actually what I was specifically building. And so like I gave it very strict criteria. Like it has to be only the OAuth user can edit. Everybody else is read only and doesn't get the editor capabilities. But yeah, you should be able to design it. And so I'm going to have like there'll be Web3 components on the side here, like all of the functionality that like everything in my scripts files, like there's so much that like doesn't exist anywhere because there's no UI for it, but like we should have it. And so if you need a tool, like just like mutable attributes by themselves, right? Like I run a script and I even built a UI for it, but like it is published, but like let's say that you just needed that, like, well, just fucking go drag it over there onto your page and fucking use it. You know what I mean? Like we should be able to do that. So anyways, that's what Puck is. I think that this is working. I literally was just working with the trying to get the OAuth, because it's always a pain in the ass, OAuth, to work, to redirect correctly. Like I gave it like, so that's like logging in with Google or Discord or Twitter or whatever. I mean, I can show you. I think it's, and so like it's gonna, so like this is just a horribly bright, which I should change that because I think light mode should be illegal. But like it gets me here, right? And I know that this is good, but then it just keeps redirecting me back to the login. So I just need to fix that. And then
that's part of the Puck app that you built.
Well, yeah, this is everything right here was built with Claude in a very short period of time, and according to what we built, which is right here. So it's given me all of these are all of the files that it's given me, right? And it started with the file structure, that like the folder file structure. Probably have to scroll larger. Right. So here's my I said fulfill the following requirements of a starter app, and then profile page customization. Utilize Puck Editor to allow users to design and personalize their own profile pages. The content created with the Puck Editor will be stored in Superbase, blah, 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 blah. Bunch of technical shit, like low-level security, so that and data encryption, this, that, and the other.
Yeah, that paragraph right there breaks it down pretty simply.
Let's start up by setting up our core components of our application: the Superbase OAuth, the Puck Editor configuration, the dynamic profile pages, data storage and retrieval, and whatever. And so it starts breaking it down. And then like as we go here, like you can see like me ask like rhetorical questions, like, are you referencing like I gave you my database schema, like are you referencing it? Because I know that you're not, and I apologize for the oversight. See, like this is just to the point of where like AI isn't yet, it's not, and I'll stop because I feel like it's getting over technical. It's not ready for like somebody with no technical background whatsoever, or maybe it is, and it just takes longer. Like I think that you could get to your end result. It just take a hell of a lot. You're going to go through a lot of errors and a lot of iterations and a lot of asking it why. Like why did you give me this answer? But I found that if you do that, or if you ask it to cite its sources is another big one. Like cite where you're getting this from. like for everything. It seems cruel to do that to somebody. Like you never do that to a human. Like you ask them for an answer and like everything they say. And can you cite that? Where did you learn that? You know what I
Well,
mean?
you haven't been on the internet in the past 10 years, bro. Where you tell your sources?
I know in an argument, but can you imagine everything that you said? Like, or if I was teaching you something, like I had to tell you where I learned it from. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
got it here. But
trust me, bro.
anyway, I'm excited about this because, Jam and I are, and others are gonna, and Trade Up is gonna be able to provide, like super valuable feedback, and we're gonna get this to the point to where, at least on Web3 first, I think, because I don't know that anybody else is doing it. To where you can create, and it's going to know how to do it, if that makes sense, right? Like with no technical background, you can just say, like, this is what I want to do, and boom. Yeah, I have a lot of exciting shit. I had it write a custom contract. I don't know if you saw that, but Hattie actually brought me home on that one, because the code that ChatGPT wrote was like, it was code, and it was for the right thing. It didn't do the right thing, and we had to fix some like very technical things, and so that's still got, I think, some way to go. But nevertheless, at the end of the day, I now have a custom like burn contract. So like whatever I send to it, it gets incinerated, and it's on the test net and working, which was cool, because I didn't write any of the code for it. Like, in fact, I don't even know what any of the code does, barely, right? And I think that's a good thing, because I'm not afraid to do any. Like, I don't think there's anything that I can't do as far as like development now. Like, it doesn't matter what the language is. It doesn't matter what, front end, back end, it doesn't matter. Like, if I understand like the core concepts of programming, I think that you can build whatever you want. Like, that's where we're at. And then it's just one step further to remove that core concepts. And then that's when shit's going to be crazy, bro. I get it. We're headed towards that. So anyway, good talk. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
All right, Ted. Great job, Ted. So proud of
I'm
you.
gonna see if this motherfucker works. I gotta fix this. We'll have to loop. Jam, what do you think, man? You think that I need to get my shit together and and this Excel. That reminds me. That's another thing. Really quick, let me fucking nerd out for just another second. Like, if you use Excel for anything, like, use AI to do it. Like, like I'm telling you, you can use AI to do everything. You just need to know like the keywords, like write me a VBA script that removes HTTPS from every row and replaces it with a solitary double quote, so that I don't break my JSON structure. But let's say, I wanted to remove that, right? I click this. Like, I don't know how the formula to do this. Does AI not know how to do it? What happened? All right, here's a simple VBA script, blah, blah, blah. All right, so let's see if this works. All right, and so you have to have the developer tab, and how you get that is you go to File, Options, and you can Google this. You don't have to remember this. Customize ribbon, and then I believe it's under all tabs. All tabs, and then Developer. You would just click on it and then add it. Right, mine's already there, so I'm not going to add it again. And then you would have it over here, Developer tab, Visual Basic. This will open. This is scary looking. It's not a big deal though. insert module, paste that shit, and then save it. And when you save it, you're going to want it to be an XLSM, Excel macro enabled. And like when you enable macros, like everything, if you try to send this anywhere, it's gonna freak out. Like everything's gonna freak out because of that's like how the I love you virus was spread, if you didn't know that. So like every computer in the world is like, holy shit, VBA code, like we remember what you did last time. And it's not gonna it's gonna make sure that you're you're well aware that you're getting a file that has code that can be executed in it. And I can run this from here, but I'm going to show you how to run it from outside. So close that out. And I think I need to turn this off. Enable the VBA macros. Not recommended. Potentially dangerous code can run like it's everywhere you see it. And then if I just do this, I hit the macros button. Got it highlighted. Run it. Bam. And I forgot I already had a parentheses there, so I didn't need to add one. But like that was pretty fast for the task. Like, and it was a very basic task, but I just gave it. But like you can just think like if there's anything you're doing repetitively in Excel, just normally you would have to pay somebody to code that you don't anymore. Just go tell ChatGPT to write a VBA script for you and make your job in Excel like fucking faster. So, all right, I just wanted to show you that. That's all. Now I'm done my TED talk. There's a script that you can run that ChatGPT or Claude can write for you.
That's going to be, I think, the biggest task is figuring out which. Obviously, that's what you guys are doing, jumping around to different platforms, but figuring out which AI is going to be best for what I'm doing in what situation.
Constant agent too, man. Nice truffle shuffle shirt, by the way.
What's truffle about?
You ever see Goonies?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, that's what when Chunk used to grab his stomach and
they wouldn't let him in the house till he did the truffle shuffle. And that dude became an attorney in New Jersey, by the way, and he says he's been scarred ever since that. Kids through his whole life made fun of him. He had a hard life because of that shit. Kind of messed up.
Yeah.
But here, switch back to my screen real quick.
Go.
Okay, so check it out. So I, at this point, the eraser thing, I don't think it works for shit or very well. So I put fish for these and I erased part of the eyes. And you can see the eyes kind of change here, but that's it. But it does pretty good about like, it's basically like a zoom situation. So some of these turned out pretty cool. Here, watch, check this out. I made some figurines. These are kind of cool to go through. So I just got the legs changing. It looks pretty good. This is Andy Warhol, Marge Simpson. She's looking pretty cute with her little fupa. And then this one, the Andy Warhol in suits. So it does a pretty decent job about, changing the bottom and being able, like this one I extended on the side and the bottom.
Huh.
But as far as the erase function goes, it's not the biz, man. Not a huge. I screwed up on this one. Trying to do a full body head on them. I was trying to run these things, these Andy Warhols right here. These ones. Trying to run these through the Crea to see how they blend together in like a video format.
Yeah.
But yeah, I decided that's it for the Midjourney. I just kind of wanted to show that it's not working very well.
And I just want to end with a video that's going, and I'm going to give you all a link. And if you're a developer or not, I don't care. Just register for it and try to get it, because like I did 3 days ago and I haven't heard back yet. I have to get access to this because I'm gonna go crazy if I don't.
I didn't do that either. This
Like, I
weird
think you have to
reason-
make up, like, you got to make up a company or something.
Yeah,
So don't
that's
put
the-
NFT
that's
Gamer
the-
TV, because then they'll be like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, this guy's trying to.
That's why I haven't done it yet.
Nah, hold up though. I mean, this shit's insane. So if you're a developer, you'll probably think this is pretty cool because of what it does. And I will share it. All right. Joe, I'm sorry. I asked if you were done.
No, yeah, I'm totally done.
Okay. I'm going to share my audio as well. Let me turn the brand off.
Have you tried Cursor yet?
I just know, but Trade Up sent it to me, and he sent me another one also. No, and I want to.
Yeah, Cursor seems to be the biz. If I was
Yeah, this is the one that I want right here, though. Check this one out.
Hi, I'm Ali, co-founder and CEO of Cosign, a human reasoning lab. And I'd like to show you Genie, our state-of-the-art, fully autonomous software engineering colleague. Genie has the highest score on SW Bench in the world, and the way we achieved this was by taking a completely different approach. We believe that if you want a model to behave like a software engineer, it has to be shown how a human software engineer works. We've designed new techniques to derive human reasoning from real examples of software engineers doing their jobs. Our data represents perfect information lineage, incremental knowledge discovery, and step-by-step decision-making, representing everything a human engineer does logically. By actually training Genie on this unique data set, rather than simply prompting base models, which is what everyone else is doing, we've seen that we're no longer simply generating random code until some works. It's tackling problems like a human. So let's take
So
a look
this
at
shit
Genie
is crazy.
solving a
Watch
real
this.
problem from a real repo. You'll notice you can prompt Genie with a natural language prompt, ticket, or in our case, a GitHub issue. So I'll go ahead and start.
What?
So now Genie's fetched the GitHub issue. When I click solve, it'll start looking into the problem. As you can see, it started thinking about what it'll need to find in order to solve this problem. This process is iterative, and it will keep going until the model is satisfied that it's found everything that it needs. There we go. We can see that it's pulled a couple of examples of files from the codebase that intuitively look like they're relevant to the issue that we're looking at. Now, it's going to start writing code to try to solve the problem. Much like the retrieval step, this process is also iterative. Genie will write code, run it, and then react as a function of what it's seen. One of the great advantages of our data-first approach is that because our model has watched more humans solve problems than any human could in a lifetime, it has a great grasp of how software engineers really break down.
Now watch these
issues.
tests.
It's also easily able to edit code in place, which is something that foundational models struggle with without rewriting entire sections.
It fucking starts over. And
Genie is now running the code it's writing and is using the debugging tools that we've given it to look at application state and execution flow, just like a developer would. Again, it's seen humans do this millions of times.
Like this, that alone would save.
So back to the task. So we've just watched Genie try a couple of different approaches to solving this problem.
Running the tests.
At first, it wasn't successful. So it planned again and has just written an alternative approach. This process can continue indefinitely. Because of the long context window that Genie has available to it, many different approaches can be tried without losing information.
That's bro. I need it.
There we go. All the tests are now passing. Genie has successfully solved this problem, and it solved it in just 84 seconds, which I guess is much faster than any human could come to an unknown repo with an unknown issue and solve the problem. So now it'll write a PR title and a body and actually open the PR on our linked GitHub repo through the Cosign web platform. Any comments or reviews left on that PR will be heard by Genie and will be acted upon as if it was a real human colleague.
That's nuts. So
We'd like to thank OpenAI
it's like
for allowing us to find
it's a developer.
And I'm extremely excited to
friend
see
of
where
yours that
and
just
how you guys use Genie.
does
If you'd like to
everything
give Genie a try, just head over to our website.
and works
Cosign
24/7. Like, do you know how many repos
We
are out
truly
there
believe
with
that
the
software engineering is
enormous
just the starting
backlog of
point.
issues?
And that we can
And I know
codify
this
human
because
reasoning for any job or industry.
I've
We can't wait to show you what we've been working on.
had to go in and look at pull requests that people submitted and use their code because the developers didn't pull it yet or look at it or you know what I mean. But it was the correct solution to it. with cosine, that's not at DP now. That's not an issue. Like people are submitting like bugs into the GitHub, and it's looking at it, and it's actioning it and taking care of it. It's just I think that it's like the next level, and I really want it. So yeah.
Is there a price point or anything? If it's,
No, dude, it's a fucking register.
Yeah,
You gotta.
It'll be free if you get it in the beginning here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to go here. You get started with.
You just have to qualify.
Yeah, and you got to fill out like what will you use it for, and I think this is like the important part because I kind of left this like vague because I didn't want to. But then I sent a follow up message though. But I put legit stuff for everything else. I guess that I'm not encouraging you guys to falsify a document, but I think it would be dope if you join the waitlist, especially if you're a developer and you're building something. What we'll use Genie for. Make my life easier. Build shit faster. All right, that's all I got, Giuseppe.
Yeah, I'm out of here too, man. I got to get some work done tonight. Great talking with you. Nice shirt, Jam. Always good to see you. I learned something every time.
Yeah, same. I got to write down. We got to fucking write down. I'm gonna have to send. I've been making sure that these go to YouTube so that the transcripts are up. And so at some point, I'm gonna have to pull all of those and then have AI pull out every single link that we discussed. You know what I mean?
By the way, I talked to my boy, and I want to give him a shout out, G-Tech 3D designer. I talked to him about doing the thing we were talking about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I just want to give him a shout out because he has a whole neighborhood in Paris, in Upland, that he designed all the 3D models for.
Baller.
And it just opened today, and it's sold out immediately, and it's looking good and kicking ass. So just want to shout out the homie.
Yeah, I want to look at them. Can you send me an address?
Yeah.
Because that's something that that takes a long time. Apparently, Upland is like manually reviewing them, which is like I just got to point out how flawed that is. Just in general, like it's not scalable, first of all, and a human is never going to do a job that like AI is going to do. You know what I mean? Like, like I'm serious. Like let's say, for example, like Germany opens, right, and somebody buys a property and they submit a model for it. And do you think a human's going to know what Hitler's birthplace home looks like? Of course not, right? But do you think fucking AI is going to instantly recognize it and be like, hey, like this is probably offensive, and we're not putting this up there? You know what I mean? Yeah. So.
Look at you, Hitler's.
I know what it looks like because I when I thought about how flawed it was, I wanted to go see if you could find it, if there's a picture, and there is. And so, you know what I mean?
He had his crappy house or what?
Yeah, it was like I don't know, it was like almost reminded me like a Philly row home kind of a jam, like if I'm not mistaken.
With the boarded windows or with
no, in the nice area of the
bars.
Row. You guys are both Philly. You guys both.
I think Jam's lived there. I've never actually lived in Philly. Say again?
Yeah.
You heard of the Roundhouse?
Yep.
Lovely part of Philly. Never want to go visit that again.
Yeah. You gotta go to Kensington Beach. That's where it's all at.
Kensington and Allegheny is where is that? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's tough stuff right there. Well, cool, man. All right. I appreciate everything. Oh, I put the address 107 RUE.
Yeah, I see it. Yep, I see
Borg,
it.
Borg.
Yeah, all right. James, hang out if you can so that I can commit to doing what I said I would do.
Sir.
Everybody else, thank you. And as always, we love you. And be kind to your fellow human. Never know what they're going through. And we'll see you next Thursday with just more AI shit. Stuff's moving so fast. It's hard to stay up with it. But we'll talk to y'all soon.